So we're back in the laundry, come distillery, come hatchery, and we're about to have video part 2 of the quail birthing, the first birthing for the 2021 season. So today we'll be taking the egg turner out. G'day folks, Andy here from McDowell Manor. Just to remind you, that yellow thing is the egg turner, so we're going to take all those eggs out of there and drop it on the white floor, gently. So we'll do that, then I'll come back. I can't hold the video and do it at the same time. So that wire there is the little, the rotator motor that rocks the eggs backwards and forwards like that. So we disconnect that. That's easy, it just pulls out. That is the heat probe, the thermometer. But let's get this out and get it done. I'm not particularly rushing because I'm going to lose all the humidity and stuff anyways. So I'll make sure it's absolutely topped up with water and good to go, because this is the last time I want to open it before we get baby quails. Under those two covers is formed sort of gutters. And that's what you just pour your water into. So I want to make sure this baby is absolutely full. So, and that's the front of it is. Okay. Because like I say, I don't want to have to open this again. If you do, in the last couple of days, the sudden loss of humidity sort of, lots of people call it shrink wrap the shells and the birds can't get out. Alright, that's good to seal up and turn back on. Back on, you can see it certainly lost a lot of temperature, but that climbs pretty quick. You can sort of see it climbing now. Look at that humidity jump. That's the hot, I put warm water in. So just hot out of a tap. And she's good to go. So next time you come back, it'll be in about 2 days' time. Today's day 14. They usually hatch between 16 and 18 or 16 and 20. I've had them go out to 22, but not often. So we'll come back when there's hopefully a good number hatched. We'll see how we go, eh? Best of luck, Andy. It's Sunday night, so that's the end of day 16. Can you hear that little quiet chirping? I can't open it to show you, it's so frustrating. Maybe you can see something in there. It's definitely chirping, folks. So something's happening. How exciting is that? So, Monday lunchtime, she's warning because the humidity's too low. So, I'll take out who's hatched, I'll top up the humidity, and then we'll seal her back up. So we've got 6 out, and the incubator is back up to humidity, and back up to speed, so hopefully we'll get a few more. So I'm going to set some water up. You've probably got 2 or 3 days before you need to worry about water and food, but I like to do it a few hours after they're out of the brooder. Now that's what I'm going to use for waterers before I move them on to a proper one. The rocks are in there because baby quails are notorious for drowning. If you don't have something in there, you're going to find dead quails in their water, and I kid you not. Some people use marbles, I just use little pebbles. Initially I just sprinkle the food on the ground. They catch on pretty quick. You saw that bloke drinking. Now what I am worried about is 2 birds appear to have slipped tendons in the legs, which I'm really surprised about. Now that's a death sentence. In my experience, they usually don't come back from that, so that's a real shame. So I've turned the incubator off. Those eggs aren't going to hatch. In fact, they feel remarkably light, so they wouldn't have been fertilised. And I've left the chucks in here to remind me next time put chucks down on the ground when I go into lockdown, because I suspect that would have stopped the splay leg issue. Now I've also put straw in the bottom of this brooder, and most of the splay issue has in fact corrected itself, except for that little bloke there. Now he may well correct, so that's a really good outcome. We'll just monitor that and see how it goes. But otherwise, that'll be the end of the video. Thanks for watching both parts. Hopefully that'll help someone else. I do always try to include my mistakes and my learnings, because that's what it's all about, I figure. Just a quick discussion about that splay leg or slip tendon issue. It usually results if the bottom is too slippery. Their little toes can't get purchased, and so their legs slide around, and eventually they'll slip tendons, and hence they end up with a splay leg. Now often you can't correct that, and it's a death sentence for the bird, so it's really quite upsetting. And so you do need to take careful measures to make sure the bottoms of the incubator and the brooder have a substrate that's, lets their toes get a little bit of purchase. Alright folks, if you enjoyed these, please feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, you have a good one, eh? Hooroo!